You know, in terms of sideways Joy-Cons, I do remember like my time with fucking with the Playcons. I still swear by those. They're excellent controllers, but the problem is that Snakebyte doesn't sell them anymore.
Wow, it was a pump and dump.
They don't sell them anymore, and it's very, very easy to brick those controllers. Like, the way you have to update them is you have to plug them into the PC whilst holding down the left analog stick and the shoulder buttons. But what they don't tell you is that basically if you use the wrong USB, there'll be too much power and it'll brick the controllers. Like I bricked the first lot trying to update them, and thus the review got delayed. The second time I had to update them again, I bricked the new pairs.
My God.
I could have asked for more, but the review was done, so they didn't have reason to send me anymore. And even then, after the fucking controller shit, Jesus Christ, yeah, I'm not working with them again anytime soon.
Especially after that 9 products, 1 video.
Yeah, that's the one I mean.
You want to do 10 minutes? You want to do 10 minutes on a mouse pad?
Yeah, I'll go into that. Fuck it, why not? So my history with Snakebite is when I saw the Playcons. Okay, you guys ever do that thing where, like, you know, you send an email, even though there's a high chance they'll say no, but it's like, hey, you never know until you ask, right? You know, we've all done that, right. Yeah.
No, I ain't do it to the extent of how you're doing it, but no. Well, go ahead.
Well, I did email Snakebite as like, you know, like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. Could I review your controllers? You know, I knew they would say no, but they did actually say yes, and that was when I got the Playcons, and I did that review, and I was like, okay, great. You know, this is awesome. So. Then I looked on their website and I saw like the PC controllers and the Switch controllers, and from what they told me, some people did buy the Playcons through my code, and I showed them that people were emailing me questions about the Playcons, and in the comments I was like, hey, you know, people bought the controllers, could I review more? And they said, you know, pick some of our products off the website. And we'll see what we can do, right? So I chose a Switch controller, a PC controller, and some headphones because I wanted to try maybe, you know, doing headphones and sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And as a token of goodwill, they not only agreed to those, but they threw in a mouse and a mouse mat. I didn't ask for that. They purely did that out of the goodness of their own hearts. And I'm like, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I think the total of all of those combined was like 150 quid. I got them for free.
Crikey.
And you know, so I got the things. I filmed the unboxing. So the way I did it was like I filmed the unboxing of one, tested, final thoughts, next item. I did that. I didn't do the unboxing all at once. I did it took me about a few days to test all the products. So you sort of think like one day later, yeah, it took me a day to test that shit, right? And you know, I made the video. You know, I made the video as you saw. I sent it to them as like, you know, like, hey, here's what's going to be before it gets uploaded, you know. I haven't had the music yet, so this is what it is. They never got back to me, and after like 2 days of no response, I'm there thinking, oh, it's okay then. So I uploaded the video, all that stuff. A week later, they got back and they were very angry with it because they were expecting me to do separate reviews, like separate videos for all of the products. And they wanted each product to be at least 10 minutes long. Now, with the controllers, I could easily do that. Easy. Like, especially with my tests, yeah, I could definitely do that. The headphones, you're kind of pushing it. I'm just getting my glasses as I talk, that's why the game's paused. you know, the headphones, you're kind of pushing it, but, you know, maybe I could have found some ways to go about it. The mouse mat. What the fuck was I going to do with a mouse mat for 10 minutes? Like, what was I gonna do? Like, did you want me to count each individual stitching or something?
I can see there's a hole. The hole is this pattern.
And the mouse. What was I meant to do with the mouse? Like, yeah, here's the mouse. It clicks.
Here's the DPI.
It works.
Clicks good.
It's got metal on the bottom.
Clicks.
About
Right
30.
clicks.
About 20 quid. And they were also annoyed. Welcome back to mousepad reviews. The thing is, they were also annoyed at the title because, like, you guys know me with my titling. It's very bland. It's very basic. Like, I don't like to clickbait in any of my stuff because, like, clickbait is just the worst. And the way they wanted me to title it was like they wanted me to, like, they even did it with Playcons, but they conceded with that. But like they wanted me to go like amazing products from Germany, what, and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't do those. I don't do those titles. Like, that's not how I title my stuff. And, you know, like, long-time viewers on my channel would know that that's not me. They'll probably just think of me as, like, a sellout for that stuff.
I'm just imagining that, YouTuber thumbnail face.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. And even with the Playcons, like, you know, at the time, this was more of a suggestion, whereas, like, you know, it's like, Playcons, cutest controllers ever, like emojis and stuff. And it was the emojis that made me just go no. And yeah, just like we had a massive argument in emails because of it. I was just like, look, I don't do that. Like, that'll be a huge, stark difference from my content, and people would know. Like, they know that, like, people know I don't like emojis. They know I don't title my videos like that. I'm not doing that. And, like, and because of that, they just, they just stopped contacting me. And because of that, it really ruined future, like, controller reviews. Because you notice, I haven't done any controller reviews after that. There would be so many times where I bought a controller, I filmed the unboxing, I did, like, midway through the test, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I just refunded the controller. Like, multiple times. Like, Snakebite really ruined my fucking, my fucking reviews. And it's a shame, because, like, the PC controller, it was excellent. The headphones, I used them until they were screaming in my ear. Even then, I still used them. I still have the mouse mat. Like, they were great. Like, products are really, really good. Their PR team was just dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know what they got going on upstairs. That's some bullshit.
And the thing is, we didn't sign any contracts and stuff. I literally just asked for the controllers, and they went, yeah, we'll send you some. Like, they didn't need to do that. True, I could have, like, I could have said, you know, like, because they sent the products, I could have, like, done what they wanted as, like, a favor. But in my defense, maybe they should have specified beforehand, you know? Like, they sent the products, I just reviewed. I said I'm a reviewer. That is what I do. But yeah, there have been so many different, like, controllers that I bought because, like, think, oh, that'd be amazing to review, and I just never get around to reviewing them. Tommy just accidentally did the best scam ever. I wasn't trying to scam them.
Yeah, they said a review. They said, yeah, that's the review. Like, there was nothing written, right?
No, there was nothing written. I literally said, could you send me the controllers?
Yeah,
they went,
that's completely on them. That's completely on them.
It is on them. They should have specified. They should have labeled the conditions. Didn't do it. Like, hell, yeah, I didn't need to send them the like the video beforehand to, like, you know, verify. I didn't need to do that. I just decided to do it so they get an idea. But yeah, like, like, to be fair, it wasn't all Snakebite, but they were like the sort of, like, one of the major issues. the straw that broke the camel's back was there was this controller that I bought. It was it actually looked really it looked interesting for a concept, right? Do you remember that old Mad Catz controller? That sort of like Pro Edition, where you could swap the analog sticks and the face buttons round. So you essentially give yourself like a PS3 layout for your 360 controller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This was a similar one, but you could switch the D-pad as well. So you could essentially have yourself a Wii U controller if you wanted and stuff like that. And
it's been a while since we've had that format of controller.
Yeah, and I bought that controller thinking like, wow, that'll be interesting. And I bought it, and it was terrible. But I was working on the review on like the video. I saw on Facebook the company was advertising the controller. They were giving away free versions, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I messaged them and I said, hey, I have your controller, but it's not really ideal. I have some issues with it, and I messaged them. Not so much to complain, but to actually give feedback as to some of their future products, right? And they stated, "Oh, you have an old version. We'll send you a new one. Would you mind looking through that?" And I'm thinking, you know what? I'll give them a fair shot. Yeah. Thinking like,
okay,
because like for me, the D-pad was really, really stiff. The triggers were way too sensitive. Like just resting your finger over, they press down and stuff like that. Like I had issues, but I was willing to give them a shot.
Right.
I was like, okay, send me the other one, and
send me your top of the line.
Yeah, and they said if you don't like it, we'll give you a refund. I'm like, okay, sure. So they sent me the controller. I got it, and it was actually worse. It was surprisingly worse than the other one. The buttons were worse. The triggers, well, they weren't as sensitive, but they weren't responsive. And the D-pad was somehow even stiffer. And I submitted it to them. I said, look, I'm sorry, but I got your controller. It's worse than the first version. Like, this is terrible. I would could I please get that refund? And they said, we will only give you a refund if you give us 5 stars on Amazon. They held my refund ransom for a 5-star review. And then I looked back at that prompt and I realized, and I knew that's how they got the positive reviews, because they basically offered money off for positivity. They just sold a dog shit product and said, yeah, if you say it's good though, you'll get like a £5 voucher and stuff. And that's how they did their marketing. I was like, that's scummy. So I reported them to Facebook. I left a 1-star review on Amazon, showed the whole message conversation, explained everything, and I reported them to Amazon, and they were gone within a week.
So now that would have made for a funny video.
It would have. You're absolutely right. It would have. But just like I was so pissed off at that. I just couldn't be fucked.
What's fighting today?
And like the thing is, I wanted to make videos talking about why I don't do controller reviews. I just
you know what you could have did? You could have just saved the footage and then just saved it for another day. That's what I ended up doing with my Doom video.
Maybe.
But whatever. That ain't worth crying about.
But yeah, just like the way that was, I was like, that is pathetic. Like that is really fucking
very
scummy.
pathetic.
And just the fact that they thought they can get away with that shit, I was like, nah, I'm reporting you. Like, snitches get stitches, but at the end of the day, I don't want, like, I'd rather not have, someone get scammed out because they think the controller looks good, when in actuality they're buying dog shit. Even people say reviews don't matter, but, I got a company approved on Amazon, so, hey. I think going back to the whole controller review thing briefly, I would like to get back into them. Like, maybe when Nintendo's next console comes out, I might, because, new console, new chance to be able
platform.
to capitalize on like controllers and stuff, whilst the demand for them is high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it then.
But yeah, like maybe I'll get back to it and. Oh no, he's hot!